Hi guys, so in this video we're completing the downstairs bedroom. So I'm installing the base of the wardrobe and also cutting down the main door for the bedroom, fitting the door, fitting the architrave, framing out everything inside. So hopefully by the end of this episode it'll all be finished and then we'll be able to crack on with another room. So this is the base of the wardrobe unit, and what I've done is I've marked it all out down in the bedroom because it's all a touch out of square here, a little bit out of square there. What I've done is I've marked a centre line on the tiles. So there's your centre line and there's your back line. And then I've transferred that centre line and back line to the timber. So all these lines are running square. So then I can come off the square lines, I can take the dimension off the floor square lines. So off the centre lines, I can take the dimensions and then transfer them from the centre lines here to the centre lines on the piece of timber. Also what I did is I turned it around in the orientation of how it's going in, because it's a nightmare if you turn it around the other way. You've got to transfer everything back to front and you're bound to make a mistake. So I always prefer to put it in the orientation it's going in the hole and then work that way, and that way you've got half a chance of it being right. So now this goes upstairs and we've got to cut it. And again, I remind you, the reason we're putting this base in is because going through that wall there, that goes under the stairs and there'll be a macerating pump under there. And going under that wall in there is that where the shower tray is, the cubicle. So there'll be a pipe running underneath there, which will go to the sort of vent pipe from the toilet. It's about a 4-inch pipe they use, and this is 95mm off the tile. And there'll be another pipe, obviously from the shower waste going into the macerator, and it also will go down there. So this is obviously to conceal the pipe, so it's getting the pipes from in there, behind that wall, through the bottom of the shower base, through the wall, into the actual solar vent pipe. So this is what all of this is about. Nothing to do with what it looks like, it's just to hold the macerator pipes. So yeah, okay, on to the next bit. Here we have it, the base all cut in. It cut in well, it cut in nicely. A couple of small gaps around the sides, but I had to cut it slightly again just to make it, because it was catching on the plaster where you got the ins and outs of the plaster, especially on the corners. It was catching, so I took another couple of mil off all the way around. But what I plan to do is once the actual macerating pump is in and the pipes are underneath, it'll be fixed down permanently, and I'll put a bit of architrave skirting board around the back just to seal between the plaster and the actual base. But yeah, we're pleased with that. That wardrobe is finished. Over to the good lady to put some paint on the frame. And we even found these handles that match the blue and white on the bed. So yeah, whether the door stays this colour or whether it's painted kind of a creamy colour, the jury's out. But as we say, we put it in like this, we live with it. If we like it, we can stay like it. If we don't like it, we'll paint it, but you can't unpaint it, so we'll keep it the way it is for the time being. This is one of the doors we bought. This is a second-hand door to match the other doors that we have in the house. This one here is going down into the spare bedroom in the underbuild, the big bedroom. Because of the head height and the door height, we've had to take a fair amount off the door. So this is what we took off the top, that much, and this is what we took off at the bottom, that much. Also, we had to take a skim off the side, as you might be able to see there. We're taking a skim off the side, and these are the hinges that we're installing. So let's just going to have a quick little bit of filming to see how we did it. Firstly, I know from the other doors that we have to measure down 100mm. Put a mark in at 100mm, that's where the hinge is. Square off that mark so I know where I'm going. Okay, and that's the hole for the first point. So what I want to do now is mark in. Again, I've already looked at the other doors, and the actual centre of the hinge comes in 13mm. So I've set my square just under 12mm to allow for a bit of a pencil mark and make a couple of marks. Okay, now I want to run a line down the 2 marks I've made. So there and there. You'll see why in a minute. Can I see that? Yep, I can. Now offer your hinge up again. So the centre of that hinge now is the centre of that hole. So I've got a cross mark at that point there. Line that one up. Put him there. Make sure that this hole, the line that I drew, is on the centre of this screw hole here. And when it is, put a mark there. So now, I went out and bought a 14mm wood drill. See, now I'm going to drill a hole. The reason it's 14mm because these actual hinges are 14mm. So what I want to do is drill the first hole. I've only gone down about 2 or 3/16. Just double check, because you only get one chance of this. If you do it wrong, you're going to be filling it, and when it's a finished product, it's not the best if you've got filler. Yep, that's in that hole there. That cross is still the centre of that, and it looks perfect. So now what we do is we drill the M1. I will double check it. Not much I can do if it's wrong. That's spot on. And now run along the line, taking out bits. Deeper on that one. And I won't get one on there. Right, now I've got that, I'm going to draw another line around the top. Mark all the holes together. At the bottom. You don't really need to draw a line on this one here, just run a chisel and take them off. So now get the last chisel. On the line. On the line. All the way through to the end. Same on the bottom. Right, it's a 14mm chisel. Just run the chisel along gently and just lift out all the bits that you've cut. You should be getting somewhere like a slot. Now what I want to do is mark these bits off that come off here, so I can chisel them out. That way I can then test it. So I push that in, so that's where it's going. Mark tight there. Mark tight there. Now the chisel. Taps there, couple of taps there. I want to go through from this side. Just nudge that out. Small chisel. There we go. Jobs are good. I need to probably just take a couple of little bits more out the bottom here, just in a few places. So it could go down probably another 16th of an inch, but that's pretty much fitted. And again, gives you a nice neat job. Okay, thanks for watching. It's another one completed. So if you're new to your channel, please subscribe, and if you liked what we're doing, please like it. Okay, see you on the next one. Hasta luego.